Hi all again. Thank you all for joining our webinar. I am Daria, Marketing Manager here at N.Progression, and during the next 30 minutes, we are going to dive into the latest Dynamics 365 supply chain management update. Here you can see our agenda for today. We are going to discuss platform updates plan, what's new and changed. You will be able to see the demo, and then we will have some time for your questions. And before we switch to the demo, here is a quick reminder of who we are. N.Progression is a certified Microsoft partners. We deliver add-ons for Microsoft App Source, and we have more than 20 solutions available there. Also, we've worked with Dynamics 365 ERP support, upgrade, and implementation for over than 20 years. Okay, now let me introduce our speakers, Andrew, Technical Lead and Solution Architect, and Peter, Business Architect and Head of our ERP department. Together, they are going to walk you through the demo details today. And now, let me hand it over to Peter.
Thank you, Daria. Hello, everyone. And to begin today's session, I'd like to share with you, as usual, a complete overview of the new features Microsoft has added to Dynamics 365 supply chain management over the past year. I don't mean just the calendar year 2024, but rather the last 4 releases, starting from September 2024. Actually, it's exactly a year. So the second half of 2024, as you may see, was rich in new features across completely different areas. In contrast, the beginning of 2025 looks a bit modest. This is especially true for release 10.43, which was marked as a major release, but it included only 2 new features, as you may see. I think many of the development teams were focused on preparing release 10.44, while at first glance it also seemed limited. In reality, it delivered the massive advanced quality management functionality, which marked a new era of quality control in Microsoft Dynamics 365 supply chain management. Thanks to this functionality, the system now complies with a wide range of international standards, particularly in pharmaceutical and food industries. And as a result, Microsoft has addressed many customers' needs that previously required either huge and costly customizations or additional SV solutions on top of their Dynamics 365 license. Today, we are looking forward to another major release, 10.45, as Daria already mentioned. It doesn't include changes as global as in 10.44, but it still brings a lot of interesting updates. So now I hand it over to Andrew, who will walk you through the new features and enhancements Microsoft has prepared for us. Please, Andrew.
Thank you, Peter, and hello, everyone, and thank you for joining our today's session. It's only 2 days until the general availability of the next release Dynamics 365 supply chain management. As you may know, according to the new release policy, Microsoft releases 4 updates over the year, and 2 of them are major ones. As my colleague mentioned, the upcoming release is denoted as a major release. So the next update will be released in December this year, and it will be a minor release. Let me go back to the upcoming update and briefly review the changes. Let's start with the master planning module. As you may know, lean manufacturing is a production philosophy that maximizes value for customers while minimizing waste. The lean manufacturing architecture consists of production flows, activities, and Kanban rules. These structures are fully integrated with supply chain management processes. You can use lean manufacturing in a mixed mode manufacturing environment that combines various supply, production, and sourcing strategies. These strategies include production orders, batch orders for process industries, purchase orders, and transfer orders. The lean manufacturing for planning optimization feature allows planning optimization add-on to consider demand and supply that originates from lean manufacturing models, such as Kanbans, when generating plans in supply chain management. Also, there are a couple of enhancements to the procurement and sourcing model. They enable calculation of earliest confirmed receipt date for vendor collaboration enhancement. So it displays the earliest confirmed receipt date for purchase order responses. And the value is calculated based on the confirmed receipt dates for the purchase response lines. The next enhancement remove vendors from request for quotation after bid is sent or received. So it's about when you remove a vendor, you can optionally send an email notification to inform them of the removal. Once removed, the vendor can no longer access the request for quotation in the supplier portal. However, the purchase manager can re-add the vendor to the request for quotation at any time, as long as the request for quotation has not been accepted or rejected. So the next module is production control. So the generate license plate and print labels for manufacturing execution system integration feature can be useful if the organization uses a third-party manufacturing execution system. They might choose a third-party solution because, for example, it's especially tailored to their vertical industry. The feature offers business events and interfaces that support key manufacturing execution process inside Dynamics 365 and a centralized dashboard where you can track the event processing history and troubleshoot and fix processes that fail. Within this feature, data exchange is fully automated and occurs in the near real time. Therefore, data is kept current in the both systems and no manual data entry is required. For example, when material consumption is registered in the manufacturing execution system, the integration ensures that the same consumption is also registered in Dynamics 365. The enhanced numpad control for production floor execution interface enhancement. It improves the control that represents the numpad in the production floor execution interface. It changes the control from being an element of type string to type real, which makes the decimal separator consistent with regards to the regional settings. So sales and marketing. Within the use external item identifiers to add products to orders feature, you can define external item identifiers and descriptions for each customer, allowing you to use the customer's terminology when adding products to orders. Peter will provide a demonstration of this feature during our webinar a little bit later. So, warehouse management. The improved operations with Warehouse Management mobile app version 4 feature improves network resilience to keep you connected in challenging conditions and allows you to use a variety of color themes and sound options to create a personalized experience. Adds a set of new dark and light color themes and some other technical improvements. The record and view container line packing details feature records container line packing details such as worker IDs and packed quantities. This feature can be useful, for example, if you have multiple workers processing a container line and you want to keep track who did what. The system records the ID of the worker who closed, created, or changed the container. In addition, you can see the logs created when users work with the container. So basically, as I mentioned earlier, this concludes the features that I would like to present at our webinar. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in our chat. Now I would like to turn the floor over to Peter. So Peter, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Andrew. Such a detailed overview of the new features in upcoming version 10.45. And now let's move on exactly to our demonstration. As Andrew already mentioned, for this demo, I've chosen one of the most anticipated and highly requested, I'd like to say, enhancement. It's external item identifiers for a customer. So now let me switch to the system interface. It will take just a few seconds. Here it is. Yeah, and for the beginning, to use unique external item identifiers for the customers, we first need to configure them for each customer who has their own item codes. So we have to go to accounts receivable model and all customers menu. Here we need to choose the customer we would like to provide external items codes for. In my case, let it be this one, Sparrow Coffee. You don't need to open it because you can find setup here on the top. It's a cell tab, setup buttons group. You click setup and external item description. Here is the full list of external items exactly for this customer. To add new, just click new. Here you can use ABC code if the customer is signed an ABC inventory classification. I will not use it. Then, of course, you need to choose item number for your system. Then you can use some product dimensions like configuration, size, style if you need, and so on. And here, just a regular text field, you can create any external item number you want. Another classification with numbers and so on. And the description you will see later when you will use this item for exactly this customer. You also can add some external items here. You can see it later too if you need it. So the next step is to show how we actually can use external product identifier for the customer. And for that, we will go to sales orders. I've created sales order ahead for this exactly customer, you may see. And let me open it. You may see the external field here. So first of all, make sure that you have the same column on your system. If not, you can configure your form because by default, this field is not in sales order line group. So you can personalize sales order lines to add this field. And here you may see those two items. We just set it up in customer. So you can use any of them if you want. And after you did this, item number and product name and other related fields will be filled automatically based on the item setup on your system. Just wait a few seconds. I just opened the system. Yeah, that's okay. So now you can see this is our internal item number and our internal product name. So external item number you can see here, and external item name you can use here when you find the right record. So actually, this is it. It's very easy feature, very convenient. And actually, I'd like to say it's so important for many, many companies. So thank you, Microsoft. You've heard our requests finally. And again, this is it from my side. So let's move on with the presentation and with Daria.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you, Peter. I'm just going to take a few minutes to describe some add-ons that we have for your Dynamics 365 supply chain management. And right after that, we are going to answer all of your questions. So first is Advanced Database Log. Advanced Database Log helps you to find errors and solve problems within your database system. It also helps you to set up data change tracking easily, to see all the changes in the user-friendly way, to reduce support service costs, and of course to improve data quality. Next is Advanced Support Case Management. So when a user raises an issue, Copilot instantly analyzes its type and the context provided and analyzes it using advanced AI algorithm. The AI searches the system database and then provides the most relevant answer to the user. If the answer is found immediately, then it's also shared with the user right away without human intervention. In case human intervention is required, then Copilot creates a detailed task and then assigns the most relevant support team member to solve the issue, or assigns it to a consultant based on the request. And the last but not least, our Cloud Green update solution. Cloud Green tracks system changes after each update. It highlights technical and functional impacts, which helps your team cut testing costs and keep your business running smoothly. All of these solutions are available on Microsoft App Source. And now it's time for the Q&A. And just before a quick update, that on September 24th, we are having another webinar. We are going to showcase our Advanced Database Log and AI Support Case Management. So please feel free to register on our website. Okay. Again, if anything comes up, write us an email or write Peter directly on LinkedIn. And I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much again for joining this session, and we would be happy to see you on our next events. Have a nice day.